Alright guys, welcome back. Today is Wednesday, so if you guys were paying attention to what I said my schedule was going to be, Monday and Tuesday is standard. Wow, brain already gone. Wednesday is going to be dedicated to Brawl, and then Thursday and Friday is going to be Historic. So I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of the list. I am using Yarok today. Last week I used Nethroy, so Yarok, if you guys don't know who he is, 5 cost, 3/5 elemental, has Death Touch and Lifelink. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of permanents you control to trigger that ability triggers additional time. That means all kind of crazy stuff. So, Fibblethip, when he enters the battlefield, he draws a card. So that would mean I would draw 2 cards. Open to the Sea, it scries 2 and then it draws a card. That means it would scry 2, draw a card. Scry 2 again, and then draw a card. Super cool. This is just a reoccurring thing to get stuff to exit the battlefield and come back in if I need to, and it also can save stuff if I really need it to. Narset's Reversal, just a good card all over together. That one just works with instants and sorceries. It puts them back in their owner's hand, and then you can choose new targets for it, but you basically just copy it. Super cool spell. Triumph gets around a little bit of hexproof, and it's also early game removal. So, Arcane Signet, everybody should be running this if they're running or doing a Brawl deck. Then here is a new ad, which came out at M21. The Archmage. Sorry, I'm trying to choke myself to death. And then he bounces stuff to your hand, and if you bounced a legendary permanent, you also gain life, I do believe, or something like that. Here, let me see. Oh my god, I just removed him. Oops, my bad. Here, let's click done. Cancel. Oh, is there a way that I can... Discard changes, there we go. Can't believe I just did that. Let's go back to the deck. Alright. Wow, you guys gotta see me mess up there. That was fun. But yeah, I had to move him because he's right behind my camera. Return up to one other target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. At the beginning of the end step, if a permanent was put in your hand from the battlefield this turn, draw a card. Okay, it draws a card, doesn't. Oh my god, did I do that again? Alright, let's go find him again. This is how I found him last time. No, not even a joke. Alright, then we follow that up with a Brazen Borrower. Utility creature, just puts things back into the opponent's hand, and then it also is a 3/1 flyer. So, Mirror Maid, copy any enchantment or artifact that's out on the battlefield. Elspeth's Nightmare. Super good card. Early game removal once again. It's also kind of like a Thoughtseize effect without the pain. So that's pretty nice. And then the last bit is getting rid of the graveyard. Sometimes that is very relevant. And then we got Garruk's Uprising. It gives all your creatures trample, draws cards, does fun stuff. Uro, just the value down. It needs to be, it's in the colors. Might as well play it. Chromatic Lantern, color fixing plus mono acceleration. Then we got Thassa. So Thassa is really cool because she bounces stuff at the end of my end step, and well, it just displaces it for a second. Just gets a ETB, and so that's what she's mainly about. She also has the ability to pay for tap down a creature of your opponent's choice. Well, actually, you can, yeah. Tap down another target creature. I should just read the words. All right. Blood for Bones. Sacrifice stuff, get stuff to come back into the battlefield for cheap, and get stuff back in your hand so you can recast them. Eat to Extinction. Great removal spell. Just plain out simple, great removal spell. Erebos, more of a value thing than anything. Being able to draw cards in this format is a big... Oh, excuse me. Is a big thing. Also that, you can sacrifice stuff to keep people from stealing it or doing other stupid stuff, you know, like if they decide to put enchantments on it, or like pacifism, you can sacrifice it and get utility out of it still. Nightmare Shepherd, this is all about enter the battlefield effects, so why not have a couple effects that go off like that. Ritual of Soot, catch all the little small guys, basically just destroys the board if they're running aggro. Atris, that was a recent ad that I did. Just value, plain and simple. Normally, if she comes in the battlefield and Yarok's out, I'll be able to get probably about 4 cards out of her normally. So it can refill my hand, and it's like a little factor fiction. It's actually kind of cool. Fire Million Vessel, just a little bit more acceleration. A lot of people are like, oh, it comes to the battlefield tapped. I think it's perfectly fine in this format for what we have. Rad Sam this time, not Sad Sam, but Rad Sam, when he enters the battlefield, he goes and gets yourself a land, a basic land, but a land. So with Yarok out, go get 2 lands. You don't get double draw off of it, but that's perfectly fine. Going and getting those 2 lands for the acceleration is more than adequate and awesome. So now we're at Bond of Revival. I do have some big creatures in this deck. This works absolutely wonderful with. Then we got Bantu, God Eternal Bantu, matter of fact. When he enters the battlefield, you can sacrifice any number of permanents and then draw that many cards. I normally only want his effect once. The second time I don't sacrifice anything to it, and then I draw a massive amount of cards. Massacre Girl, early game removal. Also, I've gotten many board wipes off of her, so that works out really well. And then we've got Cavalier of Knights. The guy is just a powerhouse. 4/5 lifelinker for 5. Comes into the battlefield. You may sacrifice another creature, destroy another creature. So if you have 2 creatures on the battlefield that you really don't care about, you can sacrifice both of them and destroy 2 others. God Eternal Ronus, kind of a finisher card, definitely a finisher card. When he comes into the battlefield, he doubles, and then if Yarok's out, he doubles again. So a 2/2 will go to a 4/4, which will go to an 8. Oh, it only does the power, sorry. Doesn't it just do the power? Each creature you control until end of turn. Double the power, yeah, it's just the power. So it doubles the power, super fun, good effect. So Keeper of Fables, once again, just more card draw. Super cool. I don't run a bunch of humans in here, so that is very relevant. I think Massacre Girl and now, where'd he go? And him, the Archmage. So then we have Liliana, Value Girl. Making those zombies really does matter. Sacrificing creatures really does matter. Drawing cards whenever a creature dies really matters. So her last ability, I feel bad about alting her normally, but if my opponent is running like a control deck or something like that, I don't mind doing it. Alright, Massacre Worm, my all-time favorite creature, as you guys probably know by this point. Massacre Worm is one of my all-time favorites. So when he enters the battlefield, -2/-2 to the opponent's side of the board, not all around. So if Yarok is out, he will give -4 to your opponent's board, which is pretty devastating. Then we get the one of Agent Trutch. Oh yeah, I should probably talk about his static effect there. Whenever a creature your opponent dies, that player loses 2 life. That's a lot of damage sometimes. Alright, Agent of Treachery, the 1/all, steal all. He comes into the battlefield, gains control of stuff. If you flicker him, you bring him back, or anything like that, you can accumulate a lot of stuff from your opponent. The Great Henge. It does everything. Gains life, draws cards, put 1/1 counters on things. It's just awesome. Then we got I don't have a sideboard. Stop it. Then we got mana. So just the basic stuff. I do have a filled in here because it does trigger twice with Yarok out when a land comes into the battlefield. Fill the Rune, Fable Passage, Blast Zone. Then we go into Triumphs, and then we go into all the colors. So other than that, let's get to gameplay. Hopefully I have a couple decent matches today. So I hope you guys enjoy. I know that I enjoy Commander, and this is like Commander Lite, or, you know, whatever you guys want to call it. But I definitely enjoy it. I think every week for Brawl, I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. I know that I stick to 3 colors a lot. I'm going to try to see what I can do. But it's one of my favorite formats because I'm really waiting for them to put Commander on here and make 4-man pods. This is going to be interesting. Hopefully he produces a lot of little dudes and I can destroy them. This looks a lot better. Okay, cool. Waiting for the opponent to figure out if he's going to mulligan or not. I really like the art on that card. I think it's funny because, like, she had to be at some kind of party. If you guys notice, there's, like, confetti in the background. So. Liliana's Triumph. That was in my other opening. Actually, I'll keep that. Let's see what we're getting. Too bad we didn't have like an early game rock or something. That would have been nice. See what the blue player over here is doing. I guess they're waiting for me to tap out so they can counter all my stuff. Let's just put Breeding Pool and play tapped, and then let's try to start getting a peek at their hand maybe. I know it's going to be for next turn, but I'll put it out now and take a card. Yep. They're just going to be playing a horrible amount of counterspells. Probably, honestly, not going to even see their commander until they think they got the game locked down, so. I was wrong. I was completely wrong. They're probably going to have something for my commander this turn. They're probably just going to bounce it to my hand or something. So, hopefully not, but that's what I'm betting. But if they do, I might be able to drop the Massacre Girl on. Yep, there's something. Let's go for her hand, yeah. See, I feel like they're going to have a counterspell no matter what I do, so let's just get Yarok back out there. Tell's End, okay. Is all fall. Nope. Let it sit in there. I forgot that he puts out 2/2s. For some reason, I thought he put out 1/1s. So we might be in trouble. Yep, and they still have that quench up. I was expecting quench. Well, if I don't do something soon, he will definitely kill me. Okay. I think I can get him with Massacre Worm, or Massacre Girl, if he taps out. Or leaves me a good enough option to do it. Sure.
by my peers. Meditate and prepare.
So this is going to hurt a lot, but it's alright. Sure. So let's go. Got me back up to 12, though. I'm happy about that. See what kind of stuff my opponent has for me this turn.
An open mind.
Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. So... I actually prefer to get this down. And then... let's drop the dude. Let's take Narset out, just to stop that.
My mind needs a rest.
Have removal for the big shark that's probably going to be dropping here. They're going to use this, I'm pretty sure, Sublime Epiphany, but they're going to try to get value out of it. I'm expecting them to use it during my turn. I'm okay with playing the waiting game. Let's see, resolve. Get the dude. Unless I want to pay 2. Resolve. Auto pay. Since they're tapped out, put that back up in their hand. And then my opponent can sacrifice a creature. That wasn't too bad of a turn. And then resolve. Why is he lit up? Oh, because I can use his ability. Come on, opponent. Chadwick. Gadwick's pretty cool. So they're leaving up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 5 mana. Let's do the Shadow Spear thing. Oop. There we go. Now we're on the up climb. They have 4 mana available. That feels like a rewind to me, so I'm just gonna let them do their thing. Either that or they're gonna cycle this for 2. I might only actually get 1 game in with this. Sharkfoon. Sure. Resolve. Yeah, 3 mana up. They're not going to be casting that Blank's Epiphany anytime soon. Oh, very nice. Cool. Sure. Well, since they're tapped out, throw that out. Draw a card. Activate the ability. Sure. Too bad we couldn't Yarok and. That'd be crazy. But let's get that. And then let's go for actually go this way, that way. Sure. Mm-hmm. And then yeah, let's just end the turn there. That was good enough. They're not seriously thinking about putting something up in my hand, right? Oh, they're going to try to use Blank's Epiphany here soon. They have 10 mana available, so we have 2, 3, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're only 1 mana ahead of them. What did you cast? Okay, it's gonna die on your side, but that's okay. See, you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5. Oh, puts it up in my hand. Oh god. Okay, cool. You don't want to put that in my hand. That'll be a bad day for you. Sure. I don't get why you didn't pick the Massacre Worm. Let's just get rid of this. Trample and a land. Let's go trample. So mattress. Let's send in the questions. Has trample. There you go. All this stuff has trample, guys. Remaining triggers will kill you. There you go. Sweet. Alright guys, that was a good showing for game 1. I'm going to put up a second video so these videos aren't too long. So that was a decent showing. I'm going to look at the time real quick, see what we're at. We're at 27 minutes for one round. Alright. So, I'll say it like I always say, strike the anvil. That means subscribe, like, comment, do all the fun stuff. Share this with your friends. It helps me out. You guys have been sharing my stuff. You guys have been promoting my stuff. You guys have been watching my stuff. It makes the world of difference to me. I hit 70 subscribers today, actually. So I need 30 more. I was asking for 41 the other day. I'm asking for 30 more to hit my goal of 100. Me and my friend are gonna do some streaming over the weekend. He owns, he's part owner, or they own, I don't know how to exactly say it, but we're all part of this group. It's called Cardboard Cantrips. Those guys are amazing. You guys should go check them out. I'll try to put a link in the description of the video, so you guys can go check them out. They run a YouTube channel, they also run a Twitch channel, and in general, they're good guys. They are the ones that put up the Commander League stuff. It was super fun. Alright guys, if you enjoyed that, please like, share, comment, do all the cool stuff. Alright guys, thank you very much.